and shut the up. Just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause go ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma turn on them, just let my keys drop my on the dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a
yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Bengals veteran linebacker. He was all over the place last week with double-digit tackles and a sack. It's the Bengals and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 58 yards.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him second in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That penalty is declined. Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw left side, complete. That's Moss. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
On one, ready?
On second down, here's Mixon. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, and whatever they said appears to have worked. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
He had the numbers of a game last week that you win. You talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 17-yard line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now Mariota on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Falcons at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A first down throw for Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On second down, a run with Patterson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's a nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough, a rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. They've won a few in the years following. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hill, and they will set up shot in enemy. At the 42-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All three drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all three on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominating scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll try and throw for it here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
11 empty. 11.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ridder and the Falcons need an answer in a 3rd and long following the sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On second, here's Algier. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryan Edwards in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
False start.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Patterson running between the tackles. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Once more, they turn to Patterson.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. this could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Patterson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. To bring out the Falcons offense once more, Cordero Patterson ready to go again at running back. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Second and 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Cincinnati.
It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. For this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster game wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
I'm fine, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
11 empty.
Back to Mixon on second down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Holding offense.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4, and now it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Just two.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up.
It's week 7 of the National Football League.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year. A man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
11.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes